because Classroom on Wheels presents The Adventure Starts Here.
Yeah, we know. Every once in a while, you just have one of those days when you wish you can be anywhere but your classroom. But remember, if you want to go places later in life, get to school and stay in school. There, you'll learn the lessons you'll need to go far. Of course, if you want to go places right now, get on a bus. Hey, learn how to ride a bus safely, and it'll not only take you all over town, it'll take you and your friends to places you've never even dreamed of before now. Want proof? Okay, kids, the adventure starts right here. This is where you wait for the bus, at a bench or a shelter. VIA uses numbers for the different bus routes that go all over the city. On this sign, you see what routes stop here. One will come by soon. And if you see one of these half-round signs, it means a bus will come by even sooner, less than 15 minutes. While we're waiting, let's meet a friend of mine. This is Buster. He knows everything there is to know about buses, and he's going to help you learn what you need to know, so you can use the bus to go wherever you want. We'll start with 3 rules of the road. Rule 1. Always wait for the bus on the bench or behind the sign, away from the curb. That way, you'll stay safe and be ready to get on the bus when it drives up. Rule 2. Wait for the bus to come to a complete stop and wait for other people to get off before you get on board. Rule 3. Never cross the street right in front of the bus, since people driving cars may not be able to see you because of how big the bus is. Now that the bus is actually here, let's talk about the 3 other rules to remember, the rules of the ride. Rule 1. After you pay the driver and go find a place to sit down, sit all the way back in your seat. This way, if the bus driver has to come to a sudden stop, you'll be able to brace yourself. Oh, and remember, other people are sharing the bus with you, so be nice. Don't play a radio loudly or block the aisle. Rule 2. This gizmo rings a bell to let the driver know to stop the bus for you. Ring it about 1 block before you want to get off. Rule 3. Ask the driver if you have questions or need help. Remember how I said that the bus can take you on adventures to places you've only dreamed of? Well, this is where that dream starts. Oh sure, buses can take you where you go in the family car, to school and the mall and the movies and your grandparents' house. But it can also take you to places where your imagination can really go wild. To the library, filled with books and music, with films and ideas galore. To the planetarium, filled with stars. To the art museum, filled with paintings and sculpture. To other museums and missions filled with history. To gardens so big, they take almost all day to see. Even to places where an entire world of wild animals waits to entertain you. And once you're there, there's no telling what kind of adventures you'll have.
So we can go anywhere?
Uh-huh.
And do anything?
Uh-huh.
Like lunch?
No problem. Here we go. Let's go in here and eat. While I tell you why we want you to know more about riding the bus. See, riding the bus can be fun. As we said earlier, it can take you to friends' houses, stores, your favorite places to eat. In fact, just about any place you want to go. Riding the bus is good for people and our environment too. The more people ride buses, the fewer cars we have polluting the air. That's not just because lots of people can ride the bus, but it's also because many buses run with propane or clean-burning diesel fuel. More buses also mean less traffic for the rest of the people who do have to drive cars. Riding the bus costs way less than driving a car. And for you, it's even less, because kids get a discount on every ride. That's a good deal. But there are other ways to ride for lots less than that. By buying a big pass, grown-ups can go to work, shopping, or visiting wherever they want, as much as they want, all month long, all for one low price. In fact, for less than the cost of 1 tank of gas in most cars. Senior citizens, they can ride for half that amount. And students from your age all the way up to college can ride for even cheaper than that. A semester pass gives you 5 months of unlimited rides for only a few dollars a month. Plus, you don't have to worry about carrying money or even correct change. Just hop on board and show your pass. See, riding the bus is smart. Easy too. You can always call customer information at 362-2020 to ask questions. Or go on to www.viainfo.net to plan a trip somewhere you've never been before. And wherever you see this rack, you can get your own pocket schedules to learn where and when the buses run. Just don't forget the 3 rules of the road. Wait for the bus away from the curb. Let the bus stop completely before getting on. never cross the street in front of the bus. And the 3 rules of the ride: pay the driver, walk to your seat, and sit back. Ring the bell 1 block before you want to get off. Ask the bus driver if you need help. Best of all, at the end of your adventures, when you're a little tired but happy and your feet are a bit sore, the bus can take you right back home, or wherever you started. Nope, you weren't dreaming. What you just learned is real. About the bus, about the places it can take you, and about the changes it can make in your life. See you after school, and anytime you decide to hop on board and go places with Via. So what do you know, kids? We've seen that it's smart to ride the bus. But let's find out what you've learned today. When you want to catch a bus, where should you wait? Across the street? Wandering around a nearby store? Behind the bus sign, away from the curb. Away from the curb, right. Okay, that was too easy. Let's try another one. What does this sign mean? That there's a pizza place nearby? That someone nailed up a broken frisbee? That the bus comes here every 15 minutes? Yeah, another easy one. Remember the gizmo that rings a bell on the bus? When should you ring it? Never. As soon as you get on the bus? About a block before you want to get off. Gee, you guys are brilliant. Let's try another one. What's the cheapest way to get around town? The family car? The bus? A taxi cab? The bus, of course. Now, where can Via take you? To the moon? Only to school or home? Almost any place in San Antonio. That's right, the bus can take you almost anywhere you want to shop, run errands, play, or visit people. We learned that Via uses a number for each route one of their buses takes. But how can you find out where each route goes? And when? By looking at free bus schedules? By calling Via or going on their website? By asking a bus driver? Or all of the above? That's right, all of the above. But if you don't need information right now, try the first 2 first. Remember, the bus driver is really busy just driving the bus. Okay, what makes the bus so good for people and our environment? Fewer cars so roads are less crowded. Less gasoline being used so air is cleaner. Fewer drivers mean happier drivers. And fewer accidents. Or all of the above. Yep, all of the above. It's amazing how much the bus can help our lives, isn't it? So remember what you've learned about the bus today, and come ride with us anytime you want. We'll be looking for you.